when you look at this draft and offseason, Andrew Berry, the moves he makes, what moves do you think would tell you he's in it for the long term? And I'll ask you the obvious flip side of that is, what terms do you think he makes and you go, man, he's trying to save it so he's back next year, the year after next?
Well, this is very, I think this is a simple answer. If he wants to trade down, and if he trades down and takes guys up front, and takes the best available and try to build through the offensive defensive line, I think that tells you that maybe he has some sort of reassurances from the front office and from the owner and the Haslams that, guess what? We're not going to be putting pressure on you to win a certain amount of games because if you draft a defensive tackle, Mason Graham or the left tackle out of Texas, and you kind of trade down and build through that way and get your quarterback in the 4th or 5th round, that tells me you're playing the long game. But he comes out there fast in a hurry and says at number 2, they take Shedeur Sanders. And then not only do they take Shedeur Sanders, they package up one of those picks in the 3rd round or whatever they get and then get back into the 1st round to take another impact player. That would tell me that they're trying to make this biggest splash as possible. They want to get the franchise quarterback in there. They want to be aggressive. They want to not only get the quarterback, but fill another hole with a top talent and getting back into the 1st round. And then, after that, signing a veteran free agent at quarterback, that would tell me that they have a plan that says, listen, we want a guy that's going to keep us in the games and win us 2 or 3 games. And then what we pivot to is a guy that can really, mentor a guy like Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward if he falls to number 2. And then if we could get them to show some signs that they are franchise quarterbacks, then you don't have to win 8, 9 games. If Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward is doing their thing and they stay in some games, they look like they got the mechanics and the mental makeup and they're close in some games and the games are fun again for the fans, you can win 5 games and still look forward to the season and say, we found our franchise quarterback. Let's get back high next year, draft some receivers or get some talent to go around them. But I think that's the natural blueprint. If you see a trade down, they might be here for the long haul. But if you see that trade back into the 1st round and you take a quarterback, that means that they got to make a big splash and they trying to keep their jobs.